Thank you very much, Consul General of Pakistan, for inviting me on this occasion to speak about the Black Day in the history of Kashmir. My prior panelist, Dr. Murtaza Rai and Dr. Wasiullah Khan and Rizwan Khader, highlighted in details about the history and different aspect of the issue. But I would like to not go in the history, but I'll look forward and ask some questions and present some questions before this panel, that how we can move forward. We all know what India is doing, what atrocities are taking place in Kashmir, how the peoples of Kashmir are going through a hell, how India consistently for a long time perpetuating all kind of barbaric acts to suppress the movement with the barrel of gun, to change the mind of people, but India failed. People of Kashmir shown bravery, braveness, and resilience, and in presence of almost 1 million Indian soldiers, they are fighting for their freedom. Their spirit is high in spite of all atrocities and subjugation, oppression. Their spirit is high. Now, what I think we are losing here, we are losing, first of all, narrative, and narrative which we can sell to international community, and secondly, strategy, and strategy, multi-directional strategy. So through that strategy, we can knock the doors of all human rights organizations, politicians, member of Congress, Senate, democratic institutions around the world. And how we can do that, besides that, we can also, another thing which is very important, and we will not succeed unless we will not put our efforts to do that. That is, the plight of people of Kashmir is now limited to certain areas, certain circles. Everyone around the world doesn't know. After the Modi's action of 5 August last year, people start knowing about Kashmir, and people became receptive about Kashmir. World parliaments start discussing about Kashmir, but still there is a lot of work we have to do. I think we have to build a global coalition to take the people of plights on the on the streets of world capitals, important cities, important institutions, because so far world is conceiving and considering this issue as a territorial dispute between India and Pakistan, which is actually not. This issue has very important three dimensions, many, but three dimensions I would like to light upon. One important dimension is plight of people of Kashmir, their miseries, their agonies, their subjugation, their starvation, their deprivation, their frustration. And other aspect of this issue is that India and Pakistan, both countries are populous countries around the world. India has a more than 1.5 billion. Pakistan have more than 200 millions. And most of the people in both countries, they are deprived from basic facilities, basic necessities. But because of animosity which developed among these countries because of Kashmir, we are building nuclears, missile, and spending a lot of stuff, a lot of resources on nuclear and defense purposes. We can redivert all these resources toward civic development. So it's important for India and both to address this issue and see this issue in that perspective. And third perspective is an international perspective. We have to make realize international community that this issue is an international issue, because India, Pakistan, and now China, three countries. Kashmir is situated between three countries, and all three countries have nuclear capabilities. If war happen anywhere, war is always, it's easy to start, but it's not easy to control or end. You see America how stuck in Afghanistan for more than a decade. So if war erupt, that war can easily transform into a nuclear war, and that would be a disastrous for whole world. I think international community should comprehend the gravity of the situation, and we have to make realize international community that this is not issue of only Kashmiri people or Pakistani people. This is an international issue. So that's why they will support us and they will get involved. So we have to bring them on board. And also the other aspect is that this United Nations was formed as a substitute of League of Nations to resolve the international conflict, bring peace and harmony among the Committee of Nations. But United Nations fails. And now India unilaterally violated UN resolutions and blatantly violated Indian constitutions and abrogated those clauses. And India proved that there is no rule of law in the world. India proved that law is might. If might is the right, if might is the law, who will respect the law? So if we really wanted to bring a peace around the world, we have to address this issue. This issue is a great question on the very significance and existence of United Nations and character of international community. So I think in these perspective, we have to highlight Kashmir issue in a proper way. And most importantly, we as a Pakistani, as a Kashmiri, we should take a role to develop a strategy and execute that strategy. Unless we will not have any strategy result oriented, then now today in the morning I was in a meeting with that was organized by Embassy of Pakistan from England, and there was many MPs and other scholars and Kashmiri leaders, and all over the world we are organizing these events. But I think once we should go one step forward and take some practical measures to do something practically, instead of just marking the days after 1 year as an anniversary. So that is my suggestions, and I think the miseries and agonies of people of Kashmir, everybody knows. And one thing more I wanted to discuss, because we all are here, all are Pakistanis, me and brother Rizwan Qadrs are from Kashmir, but we love Pakistan probably more than you. I can say with confidence. Why? Because the freedom of Kashmir is inevitable without the help of Kashmir, without the help of Pakistan. And sovereignty and future of Pakistan, prosperity of Pakistan is absolutely impossible without Kashmir, because all rivers comes from Kashmir. We have electricity projects, we have dams on those rivers. God forbid if we don't have that water coming from Kashmir, what will happen to our industry? What will happen to our canals? What will happen to our farms? And what will happen to our future? So Kashmir is very important for Pakistan and for people of Kashmir. And similarly, why India is fighting for Kashmir? Water. Water is also important for India. And I think this is a fight for the existence of Pakistan, for liberation of Kashmir, for the uplift of human rights and preservation of human rights and human values. So we have a truth, we have a logic on our side, but India doesn't have anything except perception, which is created by a propaganda, false propaganda, fake news. So we can defeat that propaganda and we can win our, but we need to have strategy and we have to take that strategy in actions. Thank you very much. I'll not take more time. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak on the occasion. Thank you, Consul General.
Thank you very much.